Hi SaaStock, pleased to be here today. As Oscar mentioned, I'm the founder of Wingman. We're a SaaS and tech sales and marketing agency. We deliver religiously structured outbound focused campaign activities to generate leads and sign-ups for our clients. I'm going to be running through winning the right new customers, because there's no point just winning new business if they're not the right type of target customer for you, and of course maximizing your ROI from your campaign while you're at it. So what do we see generally? Share my screen might actually help. What do we see generally in the landscape? Many agencies and businesses are tempted to skip the thought process and research that's required as a foundation to build a strong and successful marketing campaign. So many businesses operate with a lack of insight and awareness of the target customer, and there's a temptation to rush in and start a campaign without thinking about how many potential customers are there for my product. What do those potential customers look like? How big are they? Where are they based? Without that understanding, it's likely that businesses are broadcasting an untargeted, generalistic message and hoping that it will resonate with an unknown, unquantified audience. And alongside that, hoping for the best from social ad targeting that might not be focused at the right audience. And too often we see, this works with some businesses, but not with all, the process often lacks sales engagement, that vital human touch point. People still buy from people, so make sure that you factor in a human element to reach out and learn about your prospects and see if your messages are working or not. We operate a data-driven methodology. So what does that mean? I encourage everyone to consider a data-driven methodology as a bedrock to your campaign. Essentially, a lot of it starts with applying Marketing 101 basic techniques that you've probably read in a business planning book. But it helps you ensure that your marketing's worthwhile. Do the research on your target audience. Are there enough of the right people to make the campaign worthwhile and achieve the ROI that you need? What is your likely or average conversion rate going to be? And then ultimately, what will your cost of acquisition be? It will help you tailor your messaging to that target audience and be aware of their pain points, issues and challenges that they will have that you can offer a solution towards. Mentioning about the human touch, have a winning combo. I think gone are the days of sales and marketing operating as separate entities. I believe for most businesses now that sales should work in harmony with marketing. Salespeople need a marketing engine to fuel them with leads, and marketing will need salespeople to help educate and convert those new customers. So it makes sense that, especially those businesses that have quite a technical or consultative sales process, the human touch can be absolutely fundamental to qualify and win new business. So getting the human involved as early as possible will ensure that your marketing spend isn't wasted, and your activity can then continue to be refined and increase the success of your lead engagement. If you've got a systemized conveyor belt of activity where sales and marketing can work together in harmony, imagine a factory of step-by-step consistent workflow actions to target your prospects with marketing and then critically to follow up, mapping out all of those activities at well-timed intervals. So coming back to the data, think about the audience really, and draw out their demographics, research the numbers. In the UK and the US, I know probably many other countries have similar services of public bodies that provide national statistics. But if you can go and research those numbers to help you understand, do you have the right number of businesses in the right industries, in the right locations to target your product or service towards. And within that data research, go out and find as many as you can and then start to silo them down, cherry pick out the ones that, at least on the face of it, look to be potential customers for you. And of course, that will allow you to start to break them down and silo them by their similarities. Do you have batches of potential customers that match in the same location or size or industry vertical? You can pull those together in groups, which allows you then to aim the most appropriate marketing message at that specific audience, which will best resonate with them. Now you've got the targets in your sites, you've got your list. You want to get profiling them. What use is having that data and assuming your marketing message if you don't actually know anything about the businesses there? You want to identify the challenges that they face in their line of business. I think gone are the days of people searching for technology. I mean, of course, there's a sea of solutions out there now, and people will often have business challenges, but they won't even be aware that there's a product to help them solve that challenge. So if you've got your site's laser focused on the pain point of your customer and you're aiming your message at that rather than selling the technology, you're selling the solution to their pain point. Make sure that you first of all understand those pains so your marketing can cut through the noise, but also be appreciative in that sales process of what loyalties do these potential customers have to your competitors. What might they be using now? When might they be in the buying cycle? So having that conveyor belt of ongoing activity that I mentioned is important to nurture the interest and win business from these people when the timing is right for them. And the conveyor belt itself relies upon multi-touch activities. Unless you're incredibly lucky with the timing of your first touch point, a multitude of contact points is often necessary to build interest and convert new business. It helps to ensure your brand stands apart and you remain in the mindset of your prospective customers. So build a series of repeat touch points across a variety of marketing mediums. Consider email, social, paid ads, content, and importantly, that human follow-up that I keep talking about. Be considerate with your timing. There's nothing worse than hounding a prospect, especially if they've indicated that they're genuinely not in the market to buy yet due to current commitments elsewhere. So you need a good CRM and a structure to manage that and make sure that your cadence of activities is compassionate to that timing. Appropriately managing that data and of course the insights that you get, that pipeline that you build, will become absolutely valuable to the future success of your sales activities. So keep a hold of that data, be really strict and rigorous on the control of the information that you put into your CRM and the questions that you ask and the answers that you get from prospects, as that's your intelligence to help you sell better as the pipeline evolves. And of course, that sales follow-up again. People buy from people. It's still relevant today, especially if your product or service is not entirely consumer focused or mass market, and then it's a game of playing the numbers. But if it's more focused on a particular industry niche, you'll have a refined set of target customers that you want to build relationships with. So the marketing engine is great for the brand awareness, education, and to convert commoditized type sales if people are in the right mindset to buy. But without the human intervention, you're missing out on learning whether your marketing messages are working, what your competitors are up to, and provide you with an opportunity to handle any questions or objections. As great as a slick marketing automation platform can be, there's only so much you can do to handle objections or particular questions that your customers might have, that with that human interaction, you're able to deal with those straight away, and it's plain sailing to convert those new sign-ups. So make sure you're asking questions and building the intelligence that you've got to make your pipeline more useful, to re-engage with them when the timing's right, keeping that cadence of activities going. Of course, after all of that, make sure you celebrate the wins. Review, revise, repeat. Many of our clients see success from their campaigns, often after many weeks or months of activity. Often your competition may well have given up. So your new wins will come from continuing to be seen as the subject matter expert, continuing to share non-salesy, educational, guiding marketing material with a soft sales touch point to follow up, to check your marketing's working, to answer any questions, deal with objections, and hopefully win new business. So don't forget to celebrate those wins, review, repeat, and keep that going. Thank you very much. We're also here today, and we've got a booth in the expo area. Drop me a direct message or connect on LinkedIn. Thanks very much for listening.